Okay, what's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? Blessings to you and yours. Blessings to everybody here. I thought I'll go live and share some information today. I did something new. My intuition told me to do something different, different than I normally do, right? I decided to basically join both worlds. I am actually on Facebook and the page, and I'm also on YouTube. My music, I invited my music community here as well to help give some type of information that anybody can utilize, right? Today is setting the right type of goals. So, of course, we set goals in life nonstop, right? Everybody has different types of goals and different things that they want to achieve in life, some more than others. And I know why that happens. But my goal here, goal, is to share some valuable information that could really resonate with you, but also give you some type of insight, some type of mindset that will benefit you in many ways. So, of course, if anything resonates with you, anything that really connects with you that I've said on this particular stream, I'm streaming everywhere. Just feel free to reach out to me. Facebook. Oh yeah, I'm on my private profile, so feel free to message me on Messenger. The page, you already know how to do that. YouTube, just put in I think I get an alert when you put in the comments, so let me know. But I'm definitely open to your growth, whatever you want to accomplish in life, because life is short. Here, I think I'm on the. Am I still live? Yes. I live this life to the fullest, honestly and truly. I love that. I just got an affirmation. So here, just DM me if anything resonates with you here as well. So this is another side my music community gets to see about me, because I'm always about fuller expression and expansion, right? Being more than what we are and accomplishing things beyond our own comprehension, because that's what we're meant to do. And that's what we deserve as human beings, to be more, right? And don't feel bad about desiring more money, desiring more experience, desiring grand things. Don't feel bad about that. That's just you wanting to express yourself. And that's what brings me to this topic today, is setting the right type of goals. All right. And we're going to get really into it. And take notes, watch this replay if I successfully post it. And let's get right into it. So let me share my screen. This is for the people that are on these platforms. You'll just hear the audio. If you ever want to catch these, go to YouTube, or my other IG is Believe in the Unseen. And I didn't even put up my sorry folks, I didn't even do that. Here. Well, I can take it down now. Here, you need that too. So let's go. All right, so let me present and go to share my screen here for y'all. All right, let's do window. There we go. Setting the right type of goals. Okay. So let me make sure I am. Let's hide that. And let's do it like that. And let me make sure it's actually sharing properly. Okay, we're good. Awesome. So now I think I can do that as well. Oh, man, perfect. You don't see what I'm doing over here, but you can get the audio, all right? You hear what I'm talking about. And again, take notes, because this type of information, sometimes you'll hear it and then you forget it. So it's good to revisit this type of information, okay? And I want the best for everybody that watches this, best for everybody that doesn't watch it. So, setting the right type of goals. What in the world does that mean? What in the world does setting the right type of goals mean? Now, you want to congratulate yourself by attracting this video. Well, one, I wouldn't say attracting me. You're probably attracting the message, and you're just hearing it through me, right? So, congratulate yourself for being here, and taking a step to actually be at a higher awareness, attracting this type of material to into your life, right? So you probably thought I'll. It's funny because at the music world here, and you probably thought that I'm just going to share something silly, but this is something very important and something hugely impactful in your life if you allow it to be. Sometimes we get so closed off. Um, We don't let anything in, right? That's when the cup is already full. That's when the cup is already overflowing with stuff that is not benefiting you. And that's what unlearning and relearning is all about, right? What's up, everybody? All right. So, gratitude is golden. I always like to start off my day with gratitude. Now, gratitude shifts your focus and energy. It is so, 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 so powerful to shift your energy, right? So, without the shift, you're focusing on the things you don't have or a negative vibration. Gratitude is the opposite of negative focus. Given time to be grateful helps you receive more to be grateful for. So, it's easy to like be conditioned to see on the things that you don't have, right? You think, hey, I don't have this, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, whatever, and you're saying that to yourself over and over. What's happening is you're perpetually creating the same cycle. So there's something always to be grateful for. I'm grateful to have Wi-Fi. I'm grateful that my back is better so I can be on camera. I'm grateful to have a voice. And I'm grateful for y'all joining me. And I'm grateful to help people with this information. So that shifts your whole energy, right? So have a gratitude journal. This is what I have. My personal morning ritual is writing down 10 things I'm grateful for every day. And it feels weird not to do that now that I created a positive habit for myself. So writing 10 things down that you're grateful for shifts your vibration. So a good way to start yours is I'm truly grateful for, or with all my heart, or I'm truly blessed to have, or I'm so happy and grateful for, and you fill in the blank after those statements. So as a bonus, you can pause throughout the day to be grateful for something or multiple things. For instance, when you're waiting in line for something, or you're in traffic, or whatever, when time doesn't allow you to move or whatever, that is a golden moment to be grateful, right? We tend to forget sometimes to be grateful. So what is your goal? What is your goal? Everyone that watches this, what is your goal, right? So a few questions to ask yourself when determining your goal. Is my goal making me energized and excited? Very powerful. Do my goals belong to me or someone else? Have I ever written down my goals? Now, just to speak on that a little bit, you know, a lot of people keep their goals in their heads. They don't write them down. I think it's the majority of people, over 90%, I believe, don't write them down. Now, there's a big difference between those that write their goals down and those that don't. Writing your goals down actually, um, hey, what's up, everybody? Writing your goals down basically gives you a lot more clarity, but you're putting it in a permanent state, right? And you're getting clarity of the mind. Now, they say heaven is order is heaven's first law. So without order of the mind, how are you going to have order in your life, right? Hey, what's up? So, have you ever written your goals down? Now, what do I really, really want more than anything? You got to ask yourself that. What do I really, really want more than anything right now? What do I want? You got to get very vulnerable. You got to really open up and go there, right? So there are three main types of goals. Now this part is very important. There's A-type goals. These are goals you know how to do, all right? These are goals that you already know and you've done them before, and you already know how to do them. Like putting on your shirt. You know how to put on a shirt. Some people, right? So but think back, probably your children didn't know how to do that, right? So A-type goals is you know how to do it. You know how to brush your teeth, you know how to comb your hair, you know how to put your pants on, etc. You know how to eat, right? B-type goals, these are goals that you think you can do. So based on your logic, you think you can do that. And usually we think things based on a limited understanding. So if I do that, that and I do that, and then I'll be able to achieve that goal. So if all these things are lined up, I think I can do that. Notice the key word is think, right? So all that is possible up here never receives serious consideration. Now notice in the screen up here, above the other two goals, a lot of people stay at A-type goals. They already know how to do it, and then they'll do it again. And then there's B-type goals. You think some people get to that level, and then they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and between A and B-type goals. Now, goals that are up here, all that is possible up there, never receive serious consideration. These are things that you've never done before, right? Things you've never done before. I'm already jumping the gun. Why is that? Because of paradigms. Okay. That's why. You won't even consider something above that because of what's called a paradigm. What in the world is a paradigm? It sounds like a fancy word, doesn't it? So here's a little something. The song I'm about to rap. Here's a little something. But anyway, the point is a paradigm. Now, a paradigm, it's a multitude of habits, right? It's a multitude, multiple habits. Now, a habit is an idea that is fixed in a person's subconscious mind that causes them to do something without any conscious thought. A paradigm is what causes our habitual behavior. So basically, you have a multitude of habits that you're doing without any conscious thought. You've been programmed or conditioned to do that over and over and over, and you're not aware of it. And you don't even think it's even a way of thinking or logic is also a paradigm. So you might even think, oh, that's I don't know, he's trying to sell me something. That's a paradigm because you're closing yourself off to understanding, right? Or I already knew that. You're closing yourself off. That's a habit of thinking. That's a lack mindset because you're not open to receive what you attracted. Maybe you needed to hear it again and see it in a different perspective. So anyway, continuing. At times we do things we do not want to do, get results we do not want, but we do it anyway. Why? This is because of the paradigm in the subconscious mind that controls our actions and behaviors. So at times we do things we do not want to do, get results we do not want, but we do it anyway. This is because of the paradigm in the subconscious mind. So, common paradigms. Let's get them out. I'm not good enough. You know, I thought that about DJ many, 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 many years ago. I thought I wasn't good enough, so I practiced all day with the only 3 records I could afford. I remember being in the basement by myself all day, sun up to sundown, long time, thinking I wasn't good enough. So I kept practicing. Always thought I wasn't good enough. A lot of people can relate to that. I can't afford it. These are paradigms. So everything is in one place or another, in one form or another. So there's always money. You're just saying that to yourself to convince yourself. But you know you can get, you notice, you look around, There's certain things in your space that you thought you couldn't afford, but you still got it. You see? So you're like, wow, I didn't know I could afford that, but I wanted it, so I got it. So I might succeed. See, there's doubt. It's not my fault. That's blame. A lot of people will easily put blame outside of themselves on society, on industry, on somebody else, whatever, institution, whatever. You're blaming other people for your results, which is you're putting power outside of yourself to someone else. That is the worst thing to do. And everybody can claim for doing that, right? So my best days are behind me. This is a mindset of someone that's given up. I don't have the time. That's almost everybody. If you don't have time for something to develop yourself, to change your results in life, you don't have the time for yourself, you make the time, right? So time, we all have the same time. We all have 24 hours. It's what you do with the time. What are you doing with your minutes, your hours, your days? Not only the activities, but also with your mind. What do you do with your thoughts, right? So make a definite decision. You got to make a definite decision. You ask yourself, what do I really want? And this is where you're making that decision, right? Let me make sure we're still good. Looks like we're still good. And I'm doing record time here because I usually talk a bit too much. So ask yourself, make a definite decision and ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I want in my life? What do I want right now? What do I want this year? Right? So here we go with the goals. All right. So there's A-type goals. These are goals you know how to do. You know how to put on your shirt. You know how to put on glasses. You know how to log into your Instagram account. You know how to like a post. By the way, like this if this connects with you. You know how to share a post. It took me a little bit to learn that because Instagram changed a bunch of things. But these are things you know how to do. And a lot of people feel comfortable setting these same type of goals. B-type goals, you think you can do. I think I can do that. So I'm going to start taking certain action towards that goal. I think I can do that. Thinking, this is a higher level goal, which doesn't mean it's bad, but it doesn't give you the most growth. Goals are meant for us to grow, not to achieve. Obviously, the achieving is great. You set a goal to make $1 million by the end of the year. That's awesome. But notice you have to grow into that person that makes that amount if you never made it before because you never done it before. And I kind of jumped the gun. C-type goals. Do what you really want to do. What do you really want to do? Regardless of any current circumstances, regardless of money or time, what do you want? What do you desire? Right? So you don't have to know how, but you must know that you will. The power of the will. Behold the screen of the image on your mind despite all current circumstances, right? So stretch your mind. Go there. Use your power of your imagination and forget what people think about you and what people think that's in your circle. Here, I'll share something here. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. So a lot of times when you're stretching your mind to go some other place that you truly desire, let's say you want to make $5 million this year, whatever, right? I mean, aim for 1 million if you never did 1 million before, or aim for 6 figures if you never did 6 figures before. But it's wherever your mindset is. That's where you get in. You get in where your vision is, right? So the people you keep yourself around can't see that type of vision. So this is you stretching your mind outside of the people you spend your time around, right? So how do I stretch my mind? Have fun and use your imagination. Now, there's 6 intellectual faculties, are also known as mental faculties or superpowers. Us human beings have what's called superpowers. So, or think of them as superpowers, like a superhero. All right. The imagination. This is what we're talking about now. The will. I mentioned that before. Reason, intuition, memory. I'm forgetting one. You think I would know? I'm forgetting one on camera. Intuition, reason, memory, imagination, intuition, and the will. Okay? So those you can develop at a very high degree. The imagination is one of my favorites. Why? Let's get into it. Really listen to your heart of hearts. Okay? This is your subconscious mind, which is your heart of hearts, but it's also known as your emotional mind. right? So the imagination, if you think about it, when you're kids, when we're all children or younger, we use it a lot more. Our imagination is fun. We imagine ourselves to be different characters or be in different places. Um, my sister and I remember we used to do little forts around the living room with the pillows and the sheets, and we make this extravagant craziness, and we had this imagination. When you're kids, you used to play. My daughter, I watched her play kitchen in the basement. She had a little kitchen set, and she's making little things, and she's bringing them to me while I work on music. That was last night. So the imagination, it can be developed to a very high degree. But notice as you get older, you go to school, you get different jobs, you go in the work field, you get in a professional life. You stop using your imagination, which is a sacred gift that's been given to all of us. All right. So you control the flow of energy. We all receive energy every day, all day. Let it flow freely to and through you. So thoughts are frequencies. I talked about this today on a private client call. So basically, your results, these are frequencies, all these lines on here. Let me see if I'm still good here. All right, we're still good. Awesome. And make sure y'all can see that. All right, so where are we? There we go. So these lines are frequencies, right? Frequencies, vibrational frequencies. Let's Instagram, these are lines, right? Imagine these lines going across here. Your results are down here, right? This is your result. This is where you are. You're down here. But your goal is up here, right? That's your goal. And that's my leather chair making that noise. So you want to basically get up here. How do you get up there? Making a committed decision. You have to make a committed decision. This is where I'm going. I don't care what's happening. I don't care what's holding me back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. You ask yourself two questions. Am I willing and am I able? Obviously, we are able to do it. A lot of times we let our limiting beliefs stop us. Willing is the question. Are you willing to do what it takes every day to get to this goal, regardless of all the opposition that you face, regardless of your own self-limiting beliefs, regardless of all that? So your results change as you change. You start doing things that make you uncomfortable. This used to make me uncomfortable. Bringing y'all makes me a little uncomfortable, but I was like, let me do it. Intuition spoke to me because I knew somebody needed to hear this. Somebody, this is different for y'all to receive here. I know that, right? So how do you get up here with these results? You're changing in each frequency to get up there, right? That's constantly doing things, getting outside your comfort zone. Okay. So, wow, perfect timing. Look at that. I approve of myself and love myself deeply. See, that's another affirmation I got. So, without application, this is like your homework for this. And this is to help you kind of apply what you learn. And this can go for you, everyone that watches this here and everyone that watches this here. All right. So, this is the homework. And don't think of it as work because you're applying certain things that will help you. Right. So, without application, applying knowledge, nothing happens. You get the same results in life over and over. This is so important. Now, it's best to do this right after you watch this. If you missed it, watch the replay because I'll post these for y'all. Because like I said, I want the best for everybody. So your energy is different, when you tune into this type of information. It's so funny. People are funny. It's so funny. So information, I mean, when you apply information right after this, it's way different because your energy is at a higher level. So find a quiet place without distractions. All right. I know so much we're distracted all the time, especially if you have a noisy environment. So it's good to relax, find a place without distractions and relax. Taking 3 deep breaths really helps. And then you go into your imaginary mind and you let go of all reasons of how or why and start writing things down that you want in your life. It's so important to let go of the how or why because we think, how is that going to happen? That is our limiting beliefs. We base it on current knowledge and also the conditioning of what we mentioned before as paradigm, right? So basically, how is it going to happen? Or why is that not happening? Or why can this do that? Who cares about why? Who cares about how? All you're doing is writing down things that you want in your life. Okay? You're going into your imaginary mind. You're imagining what you want and the life you want to live and the life you want to experience. Now you're stretching your mind. A lot of us are afraid to do that and haven't done it in so long, right? So write down as many as you can. It doesn't matter how many. This is fun. The goal is to be totally free and enjoy this process. Now, the quantity doesn't matter. It's what matters to you the most. Spend 15 to 30 minutes doing that. And when you're done, you reread them. Okay. So I think there is one more. Yes. As you're rereading them, here's where you're getting order. You categorize them as A type, B type, or C type goals. What are they again? A type are goals that you already know how to do. B type goals are goals you think you can do. And C type goals are your wants. You have no idea how or when, but you really want it. Okay. So now that you have ordered, focus. Now that you have order, focus on your C type goals. Pick one or two of these goals. Now, write about these wants existing in your life in the present tense. Oh, I didn't know I gave that extra step. So see yourself in possession of whatever it is you want. See, now what you're doing is using your imagination for your C-type goal. You're really tapping into the energy of it. So lastly, if you're not part of my private Facebook group, just reach out to me and I'll and just mention that you watched this on the video and I'll welcome you to the group. Okay. But lastly, write in the Facebook group about how it felt and your experience going there in your mind. So for everybody here on Instagram, just DM me and I'll give you access or the link to that group. Or you can just put it in the comments. You can do that as well. Just be vulnerable to do that, you know, in a public setting. Who cares what people thinks about you, right? And then not a lot of people are open to being uncomfortable. I understand it. I understand everybody's at different levels with doing that. So I think that was it. Yeah. So that's it. So those are your steps. That's your application of this knowledge. And the most important thing is to have fun with it. You know, it's not like a, a dreadful thing. For some it is because, you know, you'll be scared to do something in this manner with your personal development. But, you know, for some it will be liberating and fun, right? So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. I reached my mark pretty much. I talked a little bit more than I wanted at the end, but you know, it's a very powerful exercise. But hopefully you got something out of this, and hopefully it connected with you. And of course, if this anything I've said that spoke to you, who has your ear has your life. Who are you listening to? And if you heard it with your heart or heard it, you know, not just with your mind, that means you connect with this type of material and you have a desire to grow. You have a desire for more. But a lot of times we're too afraid to pursue it and we won't take the action. And that's the paradigm. It wants to hold you back from the greatness that you are because we've been conditioned. Anyway, much love, everybody. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Of course, always reach out to me to talk about your life and how you can apply this information. Blessings.